This is Zerker To GM, my 45 defense Ironman, and the main goal for the account is to complete all combat achievements while staying at only level 45 defense. However, we aren't quite there yet. The account looks more like this. We've just finished off the master tier, and we've managed to get ourselves one megarare in the Tumicun Shadow, but that is only the start. We still need a lot of the big ticket items if we want to complete all the combat achievements in the game. Varlamore Part 3 is here, and it is one of the biggest updates of the year. And the main thing that we will be focused on is the new delve boss, the Doom of Moquatl? The new delve boss. This is old school's first delve boss, and if you don't know how it works, you start off on delve 1, which is a relatively easy version of the boss fight, and at the end of each delve, you have a choice. You can either claim all of the loot that you have earned so far, or you can risk all of that loot, go to the next delve, for potentially even better loot. However, the boss fight gets harder with each delve, and if you die, you lose all of the loot. This goes up to a maximum of 8 delves, and if you're good enough, you can repeat wave 8 over and over again for the maximum chance at the best loot from this boss. Speaking of which, there are 3 main unique drops from the new boss, and the first one that we'll go over are the new Avernic Treads. On their own, they are still a very good boot to have, but to get the full potential from these, you can combine them with Primordial Boots, Pegasian Boots, and Eternal Boots for a new all-in-one best-in-slot boot slot. However, these require 80 defense, so we're not worried about these. The next unique is a one-handed powered staff called the Eye of Ayak. This is a staff designed to sit between the Sanguinesti staff and the Tumicun Shadow, and because we already have the Shadow, we're not too worried about getting this. Although, it is 3-tick attack speed, so it would be very nice at Theatre of Blood Nilo Room. But the main drop we are here for is the Moquatl Cloth. This is used alongside 10,000 Demon Tears, a new drop from the boss, to upgrade the Tormented Bracelet into the Confliction Gauntlets, a new best-in-slot magic glove. But before we delve into this, we have a few quests to do. There's a few new quests that have been added, and as you can see, I've still not done some of the other ones. But the final dawn is what unlocks the delve boss, but we are going to quickly do the Shadows of Custodia quest, because this gives us access to a new Slayer creature, and what this drops is something called the Antler Guard. And this is a really good item for 1 defense pures, but it still has good use for my account because we now have a range offhand that actually gives a range strength bonus. I think it's got the same strength bonus as a Rune Defender, but slightly less attack, and it is worse than a Mage's Book. But if I'm in a situation where I'm using all 3 one-hands, I may choose to use this instead, just to save some inventory space. Oh, I'm a pig. I'm guessing these are the Slayer monsters that you unlock after the quest. And there we go, quest complete. True old school fashion, spacebar for a guide. But let's go take a look at the new Slayer monsters. There's a nice multi-spot here with the highest level version of the Custodian Stalkers, and I'm going to assume that they've got the best drop rate for the new Antler Guard. They attack you with melee, but they have a magic attack that does a burn effect, so just make sure you bring Blood Barrage as well, just to keep your health up. I'm really starting to wonder if they're more common on task or if I'm just going a little bit dry. We're at about 1,500 now, and we have just run out of cannonballs. We've used about 10,000 in total. So, because I can't be bothered to make any more, we are going to complete the final dawn and head to the delve boss. And that is the quest done. It actually gives you a blade, which, if you're like a mid-game Ironman or something, make sure I don't click defense. That is attack, lovely. Yeah, this blade is actually a half-decent weapon. It's got a very nice special attack that gives a burn effect, so yeah, very nice upgrade for mid-game accounts. So this is the setup that we're going to be using so far. I don't really have any good special attack weapon for this boss on this account, but we're using the Scorching Bow as our main weapon. Dragon Arrows, we've got our Emberlight, and you don't actually need a Purging Staff. Technically don't need an Emberlight either. Code Eye is just to auto-cast any Demon Bane spell, and we're actually going to be using the lower one in case we're brewed down, and it saves a soul ring. I have tried the boss on the main account, so this is actually the day after release, so technically day 2, but it's been less than 24 hours. I did not manage to get a wave 8 clear on my main account. I had about 10 deaths at wave 8 and then rage quit off very late at night, so I thought we'd just start sending on the Zerk. But it's a new day and I'm absolutely determined that I'm going to be able to get wave 8 clear on the Zerk. Although it is going to be a bit tougher because we don't have any Zarite crossbow, no twisted bow, but yeah. So wave 3 is when you first start seeing a new mechanic that you don't normally see in the first 2 waves, and I don't even really know what to call it. Let's just call it his charge phase. He will charge up, and if his yellow bar goes to full, he will hit you for big damage. And to stop him charging up, you just have to hit him with any Demon Bane weapon. You can also see he has a blue health bar. That's his shield, and the best way to deal with that is you see these grubs that keep on spawning during this phase. If you attack them when they're in melee distance, they'll deal 100 damage to the shield. Another mechanic is if you take too long to kill the boss, he will prepare to do a slam attack, and the only way to avoid this is you need to attack 2 of these trees, and then an orb similar to the Abyssal Pathfinder in Leviathan will spawn, and you have to be stood in that orb when he's doing his slam attack to avoid the damage. And this can happen in any phase, so it can happen on wave 1 and it can happen on wave 20. And because we are on the Zerk and we are using the Scorching Bow, I feel like we are going to see this mechanic a lot. Wave 5, we are introduced to another mechanic, so on top of everything, Doom now turns into Lightning McQueen. And he will target where you're stood, a small eye will appear on the floor, and he will dash across the room and deal damage to you if you're stood in the way. And I'll just quickly pause here. At the time of recording, this wasn't known, but during this phase you actually have 100% accuracy against the Doom. So that's why a lot of people are using the Void range set for this boss, for the extra max hits on the 100% accuracy phase. Wave 6 is more of the same, but now when he does his car phase, he shoots out attacks at you, and he then also does a slam attack after that you have to stand behind these rocks to avoid. Because he'll do 3 of these, and if you end up with no rocks at the end, then it's a guaranteed 30 to 40 damage or so. Wave 7 is then more of the same from wave 6, but you have a lot less time to react to your prayer switches. And then wave 8, well, is basically everything you've just seen on roids. And there's now 2 sets of prayers to flick. Okay, that is a first trip down. Got to wave 7, I still have very good supplies, but it's literally my first run since I've got on this morning. So I don't think I want to attempt wave 8 just yet, but we shall claim that. And that is a new collection log. Lovely demon tears. Straight back in with another wave 7 clear, but as you can see by my inventory, made a lot of mistakes, so definitely going to claim there. Well, we are not dying at all compared to yesterday, which is very nice, and that is another collection log slot, and that is the teleport back here. I completely f***ed that up. I was so close to dying. Oh my god, they're so expensive right now. Oh my god, claim. I can't believe we actually got something. Right, I've had a bit of time to calm down, but I have tried so many bosses on day 1 and never managed to pull an item. It's the first time. But yeah, obviously they're 80 defense, so we're going to be dropping it over to the main, and we'll see how much it sells for. 751 mil. Oh, that feels so good. I was obviously very excited and completely forgot to put back on my recorder. But that is another wave 7 done. I think at the moment we're just going to go with wave 7s, and if I feel confident enough, I'll try and send a wave 8 if I've got good supplies. No way. I've just pulled 2 treads in an hour. What the f... Well, didn't think we'd be back here so soon. They've actually gone up. They've gone up. 765 mil. So I completely forgot to show it on the first pair because I was very excited. 51 delves, 2 boots. Right, I think it's time. Our supplies are looking very good. We have just finished wave 7. and we are going to send our first attempt of wave 8 on this account. And just for a bit of context, this is day 2. I got to wave 8 about 10 times yesterday on the main, died every time, so let's see how it goes. Oh, there we go. I have no idea how I found that so hard on the main yesterday. The DPS on this account compared to the main is horrible. I mean, obviously I don't have a twisted bow, but a lot of accounts are skipping the orb phase at the end, and I had to do 2 of them. But we got a wave 8 done. Oh, it's very nice to get that out of the way. Alright. Back at wave 7, again lots of supplies and no uniques so far, so we're going to go for the wave 8. Back to back wave 8, I'm very happy with that, and no uniques. Right, so we switched up the setup a bit. Void is actually very good on the car phase, and I'm getting a bit more comfortable, so I've brought along the dual megarares, because you get extra damage when you have to melee the Doom boss. But yeah, back at wave 7, no uniques, gonna send the wave 8. And there we go, 3 for 3 on the wave 8 attempts on this account. No uniques, but a lovely personal best. Just under 14 minutes. I'll take it with this gear, to be fair. Oh my god. That's on a level 3. We managed to get boots on 7 and 4 and now a cloth on 3. Oh my god. That's the only thing we're really after here. I don't even think I've got enough tiers to make it. I think you need 10,000. Oh my god. Right, let's go check this out. So we have just under 6,000, and I'm going to woodcut the rest of them. So that's a quick look at our log for now. I may come back one day for the staff, but at the moment the only thing I really wanted from here was the Tormented Bracelet upgrade. So these you apparently woodcut, and you can get about 700 or so an hour. Oh. And with this last claim, that should be, unless I've miscalculated, 10,000 demon tiers in the bank. So let's go have a look. Do you want to create them? Yes. Oh, has it got another cool animation? Like the Amulet of Rancor. Okay. Oh, just sprinkle it on top. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's very good. And not only are these best in slot, they've got a special effect for one-handed weapons that doubles your accuracy if you splash the first hit. So let's take a look at our new Max Mage setup. Hey, there it is. Oh, that made us work for it. That was 2,747 kills. And if we just take a quick look, so our previous best was the Book of Law, which actually has one more prayer bonus and one more attack. But the main thing here, the range strength. If we can get an extra max hit with our crossbow, then that is huge. But yeah, another best in slot unlocked. So, as this is the finale, we're going to quickly go over what stage the account is at. So, if we just click the overview for our combat achievements, we have all the easy, medium and hard done, 2 left in Elite, and then a few more in Master and Grandmaster. There are 522 tasks out of 610, so at the moment we are 88 tasks away, which seems crazy that the account's actually quite close to Grandmaster now. Just have a quick scroll through the bosses just so you can see what we have got and what we haven't got. So we're really starting to get somewhere with the account. The main things to look forward to for the next season, all of the item hunts. We're going to be going for the Twisted Bow, the Scythe. There's lots of other things that I want to try and get done. I would love to get the Zerker crossbow. And also, now that Fasani's Nightmare has been made quicker, I would absolutely love to get the top and bottom for this. I feel like it would just be really iconic on this account. I would like to get the Venator Vestige from the Leviathan, because it's the last Desert Treasure 2 ring that we need to do. And then there's a few other things, like I would love to get the Venator Bow, because that will make grinding out the Colosseum combat achievements a lot easier. And yeah, basically just want to make this the most stacked account that I can. Just want to say a massive thank you for all the support over the years. We've been playing this account for about 2.5 years now, and I just think it's mental that people still like watching me play a video game. But I appreciate every single one of you, and we are so close to 5,000 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed and you did enjoy the video, then make sure you click that button. Before the start of the next season of Zerker To Grandmaster, I am going to be uploading a few main account videos because, as you saw in this video, I made a lot of money from my main account. And I would really like to finally get Grandmaster on the main account, and it will give me a chance to practice a lot of the combat achievements that I've got to look forward to on this account. So, the next few videos will probably be main account videos. Lots of practice of combat achievements that we've got to do on this account, and then we can come back to this account with a bang. I'll see you then.